Egan Bernal, his victory at 22 years old, I just heard that he said he might be willing to work for Chris Froome or Chris. Please, Chris Froome is not your friend. Do not do that.
Hello, this is Gregor Brown. Join me now as we talk to American Greg LeMond's, three-time Tour de France winner, about the upcoming crop of riders both in the United States and abroad, and about the awards he's been receiving.
For the U.S. Congressional Gold Medal of Honor, how big is that, and what's the status on that, and what's the feeling for you to be up for that?
Well, it's funny because Congress and Mike Thompson been trying to get a hold of me, and I'm like, I don't deserve that. Come on, that's like for, war veterans, and they have the civilian side, but I kind of avoided thinking it'd go away, and he wouldn't stop. So I finally got back to him, and it's really, I'm almost, I don't take well to getting awards. So, but it's, when I think about it, I would really thank Mike Thompson. It's a really great honor. It might be one of the biggest honors of my career. It probably is. For sure it is, because it's something that's not given out to cyclists ever.
We got guys like 19-year-old Remco Evenepoel winning Classica San Sebastian.
That's great.
Pogacar.
I've always argued this idea that you mature and evolve as you get older. It's not true. There's all excuses, because true talent from Eddie Merckx to me to was there at 17, 18, 19, and it's really a really good sign for cycling. When you look at Remco, it's a really big unknown. He could be the next Eddie Merckx, but a lot of pressure. It might be the first Remco. Everybody says the next Eddie Merckx, but then you got Bernal from Colombia. Have these young, really great riders, and I'm excited. I think it makes the sport very exciting, and it's probably got a lot of the little older guys, even the guys 26, 27, a little nervous.
Which guy are you pointing out the most? I mean, as the superstar coming through, what do you think? Remco, Vanderpoel? Vanderpoel's very talented.
Vanderpoel, but Remco's 19 years old. We don't really know. I think he's been racing for 2 or 3 years, so we have no clue where his talent. Obviously, the sport has a lot of room for a lot of good riders, but what's great is it's going to make a competitive sport too, and a lot of people in the same age. And it's really interesting to see all these young riders. I think when I think of Mats Pedersen, 22, and then you got Remco at 19, and Vanderpoel, and you got this immense amount of talent coming out at a very young age. So the next 5 to 10 years is going to be really interesting. There's going to be a lot of the top champions toppled soon. It's one thing when I was racing, when I started, I had Hino, Merckx, Hino, Fignon. We were really, that was my competition, the best guys for 10 years. And sometimes you have a window where you don't have that. You can have a windows of 10 years where the competition, comes and goes, but the next generation is going to have some stiff competition amongst themselves. But it's exciting. I think when I think of Egan Bernal, his victory at 22 years old, I just heard that he said he might be willing to work for Chris Froome or Chris. Please, Chris Froome is not your friend. He never will be. In the moment that you give a victory away to him, it will be a loss for his career and his life. Do not do that.
Spoken from experience?
Experience, but I'm sorry. Chris Froome's at the end of his career, this guy's at the beginning. He should not give any gifts to anybody. It's his for the taking, and he's stronger than Chris, and no doubt. At 22 years old, I would not relinquish any victory. I'm telling that to the young people. Don't get bought in by these people who seduce you because you're a past Tour de France winner. Take your own direction, lead your own way, because you don't get a second chance.
What about the young riders from the United States, your home country? We got Sepp Kuss winning an awesome stage in the Vuelta a España this year. Who do you see coming through?
There's such really good talent in the U.S. but it's kind of like you got T.J. Van Garden, which is kind of the past. So you have these young riders that are really top talent. They just haven't shown themselves at the very highest level. Quinn Simmons is one that I think is going to be a big talent. I saw his wattage output in racing and his past results, and he's smart. He went to Belgium. If you want to do well in the classics, that's your best place to be in.
Who gets you most excited? Is it Quinn Simmons? Is there one name that stands out from you?
I mean, maybe Quinn Simmons is only because he's with Junior World Championships and he's just at that perfect age. I know it seems kind of contrary, but I truly believe that when you have talent, it's not even 23, it's there. At 19, it's 20, and you don't have to wait. That's why I think it's great. I think I've seen these riders turning pro, and I'm going, absolutely. You just race a little bit lower volume and all that, because there's no better training ground than racing. And I turned pro at 19, and your body's capable of it. I think I was stronger at 17, 18. I was my first 2 years of pro. I got thrown into this big gear training and super high volume, and I was whatever. I think stronger as a junior, 17, 18 than as my first year or two as a pro. So there's no reason you can't compete.
Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the video and what you'd like to see in future videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to check out my other videos.